there's always movement. There is always movement behind the scenes, and your SP literally thinks that these thoughts are organically coming from them. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's Taj, and I'm back today with some more free tea. So as you guys read by that title, yes, I was manifested. I was someone's SP, or am someone's SP. And so I assume you clicked on this video because you want the story time. So here it is. So this guy who has liked me for a very long time, he's a great person. We can be friends. I thought we could be friends, but we couldn't because he liked me and he wanted more than I was willing to give. I only liked him as friends. Okay, so never anything more than friends. So anyway, when it became like a situation to where I felt like, okay, now you're not respecting my boundaries. I'm telling you, like, my interest is not here with you. Like, at the time I was like, my interest is somewhere else. I was pursuing my own SP. Okay. I have time for this. So he just like wouldn't stop messaging me. So I ended up blocking him because I was like, I can't. So I blocked him, and I had him blocked for like, I would say 6 to 8 months. So he was blocked for like 6 to 8 months. So anyway, you guys, long story short, randomly one day, I guess this was around back in March, I would say. So back in March, randomly, after he had been blocked for like 6 to 8 months, I randomly, out of nowhere, thinking that it's my idea, was like, oh, let me go to my social media platforms. I think I was just kind of updating my social media platforms, like my Facebook, my Instagram, things like that, just kind of updating my settings. So I went to my Facebook settings, scroll through there, unblock people, like, because it was people blocked like from college, like college stuff, like, okay, I'm over it, I'm older. So anyway, I'm unblocking these people, just taking care of my settings, you guys. So I go to Instagram. Mind you, I'm doing all this. He's nowhere in my mind. Nowhere am I thinking about him at all, ever. I'm just going about life as usual. So I'm thinking. So I go to my Instagram and I'm going through all the people that I have blocked. I'm going through my settings and I see his name. And I'm like, because mind you, in my heart, like, he's a cool person. I like him as a friend. Like, he's a cool dude. Like, we could totally be friends. So I unblocked him thinking in my mind, surely he's over the whole obsessive texting thing, right? So I unblocked him, keep on going about my business. So mind you, again, this is like back in March. So fast forward to April, which was my birthday. So my birthday is April 22nd. So I had just unblocked him in March. Keep in mind, now that I'm thinking about it, in hindsight, this was all movement for him. Me unblocking him, movement. Okay, so anyway, fast forward to April. Well, between the time that I unblocked him until April, my birthday, he would like react to my Instagram story. Like, you know how you can send the reactions? So he would react to my Instagram story. Sometimes he would type things and I would look at it because I wanted him to know, like, I see that you're reacting to my stuff and I'm choosing to not engage. Kind of to let him know, like, I still have the same energy. I'm still not on that type of time. Like, I don't want to be with you like that. I only like you as a friend. So to keep my boundaries up, I didn't respond to anything. Okay. But I was still being nice. Like, he didn't have to be blocked. So anyway, he's reacting to my story as I'm, posting on my story. So back to my birthday in April 22nd, he reaches out and he's like, oh, happy birthday, blah, 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 whatever. So again, I didn't say anything. But because it was my birthday, something in me was like, oh, well, I'm thinking I'm just a nice guy. I'm just a nice, sweet person at heart. So I'm just gonna, there's no harm in liking the reaction. So I clicked the little heart, the little like button, like, thanks, basically saying thanks for the birthday wishes. So again, me looking back, this is second movement for him. Now, not only did I unblock him, now I'm reacting to posts that his reactions to my stories. Like, what? So I'm acknowledging his presence. This is movement for him. Okay. So keep going. That was in April. So as I'm continuing to post on my story from May and June, he's still reacting. I'm still looking at it, not responding, not even clicking the reaction button at all. Okay, you guys. So I think come June, end of June, maybe beginning of July, he sends me, because he and I went to high school together. So, oh, excuse me. So he sent me this picture of us in high school, like a group of us in high school. We were all in the picture together, and he was just kind of saying something I don't know, like reminiscing or whatever. So I guess, again, in my mind, he caught me on another good day. I'm like, oh, I'm such a good person, like these are good times, because again, in my mind, we should be able to be friends. Like, he's a cool person, we've been cool since high school. Like, why now all of a sudden you want to mess it up and want to be more than just friends? So anyway, again, this is my third time giving him movement, or him manifesting movement from me. So once again, this time I go even further. Not only did I click the like button, like I liked the message, but I responded and was like, oh my gosh, good times, we look so young, blah blah blah. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? All along, you guys, I'm thinking it is my idea. I'm thinking I'm coming from a place of, this is me. I want to respond because I'm such a nice, sweet person, and he's cool, and there's no harm in responding. Meanwhile, so after I sent that, he was like super excited. He writes back all this stuff, and then I'm like, uh-oh, he thinks we're gonna like have these conversations again, and it's nothing like that. So I stopped responding. He sends back like other things. I read him, but I didn't respond. So he sends back a message that catches my eye that basically says, I've been manifesting you to respond to me. I'm like, what? You what? Y'all, I didn't even know what to do. I literally just reacted with the what is that emoji? The skeleton emoji, because I'm like, I'm dead. Like, what? I was just completely mind blown. So with that, of course, that grabbed my attention again, because he kept writing and basically saying stuff like, I've been watching your videos, and he has commented on several of my videos, and I'm sure once he sees this video, he's gonna think he manifested me doing this video or something. I don't know, weird, but whatever. So I responded with that, and he keeps writing, and we go back and forth a little bit, because at this point I'm intrigued. I've never, to my knowledge, been manifested by anyone. So in my mind, I'm like, wait, what? I needed more information so I can bring the tea back to you guys. You know what I mean? So basically, he tells me that he had been manifesting me all along, like from the moment that I blocked him. He had always been watching my videos, and because we grew up Christian and he is still like super, super, super religious, he would always watch my videos, but he would like come to my Instagram DM messages and be like, like, I see what you're saying. You're pretty much saying the same thing the Bible says, this, that, and the other. Like, always comparing my content back to the Bible or how we grew up and the perspective of how we grew up and things like that. So he basically was like, I just started really trying your methods that you were teaching on your channel. And I'm like, I'm going to try what she's been teaching on her. So yeah, basically, long story short, he tells me that he had been manifesting me, and me unblocking him, reacting to his message on my birthday, and responding back to the message he sent when he sent a picture of us in high school was him manifesting all this movement from me. Meanwhile, I'm thinking all of this is my idea. Now, I brought you guys this story just to let you know or just to kind of give you guys the perspective of your SP and like how they feel when you're manifesting them. Like, they legit, you guys, think that it's their idea. Like, the idea came into my mind to go to my all of my social media platforms and go to my settings and just start, tweaking my settings, updating my settings, going to my block list and kind of unblocking people that I felt no longer deserved to be blocked, So that thought just kind of came into my mind organically, or so I thought. But behind the scenes, this guy has been manifesting me. Now, I'm going to say too that throughout the time he was blocked, I did find myself thinking about him, which was completely weird. I'm like, why is this dude on my mind? Like, I don't know, like, he's gonna stay blocked. I would think about him, but it wouldn't lead to anything necessarily, or so I thought. So I guess those times where I would just randomly think about him heavy for, you know, however long, in little spurts. I guess that was the beginning of him starting to manifest this movement from me, you know, is what I'm chalking it up to now that I think about it in hindsight. So yeah, the whole time I thought it was my idea, you guys. I thought it was me just coming from this great place in my heart, just being this nice, sweet person, you know, and the thoughts that I had toward him were very positive, were very kind, you know, I didn't have like any horrible bad thoughts about him. Now I did when I told you guys that someone manifested me in my community post. I did have someone to comment and say like, well, doesn't that go against, you know, everything that you're teaching basically when it comes to, you know, free will, and you are the creator of your reality and no one else should be able to manifest you in your reality. So what I want to say to that is, yes, I am the creator of my reality, and no one has free will in my reality, and no one can make me conform to their reality, this version of me. So if you believe in alternate realities, then you know that there are alternate versions of us living out several different realities with different people, different lives, kids, no kids, whatever. I just believe that in this multiverse, there is endless possibilities, okay, with endless reality. So what I'm saying is that maybe he can manifest this a version of me on a different timeline, with a different version of me, and live happily ever after. I don't know, but all I know is in this reality that I'm focused in, that all of my energy and attention is focused in, that I am manifesting marriage with my own personal SP and SP journey, and you know, I don't want that. So what I'm saying is, he can't make me want to be with him regardless of how much he manifests me, because now that I'm fully aware that he's been manifesting me, like, you're back on the block list, sweetie, and you're not coming off. So I don't know. That's just my theory on, you know, how can people manifest you, this, that, and the other. Like, yeah, nothing goes in my reality unless I say that it goes. And I'm saying that doesn't go in my reality. I don't care how much he manifests. He can manifest maybe a different version of me on another timeline, like I said. But this one right here that I'm talking to you, like, no. So that's how I found out that someone was manifesting me and that I am someone's SP. So yeah. Keep doing you, keep affirming, keep persisting, because clearly there's always movement. There's always movement behind the scenes, and your SP literally thinks that these thoughts are organically coming from them. The power, there's so much power in thought transmission. Everyone is you pushed out, all the things, law of assumption. Okay, so if you enjoyed this short story time, then just comment below, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next video. Sending nothing but peace, love, and blessings. Happy manifesting.